Pulitzer Prize winner Edward Humes chronicles the transformation of this company in his latest book, Force of Nature, the unlikely story of Walmart's green revolution. Ed is the author of 10 critically acclaimed nonfiction books and has written for the New York Times, the LA Times, as well as Los Angeles Magazine. And he joins us now from our LA bureau with more. And Ed, so good to have you. And this is really, I mean, it's a fascinating story. You know, this character, Jib Ellison, who basically is called the CEO whisperer, managed to get H. Lee Scott's ear and actually transform not just Walmart, but several companies followed suit. But, you know, tell us how this happened.
Well, it's very counterintuitive, isn't it, that this reddest of red state companies would be, you know, tapping into their inner Al Gore, so to speak. But it took the river guide that you mentioned, Jib Ellison, to become a catalyst for them to start thinking about sustainability, about green energy and so forth, as not as a burden or a cost, but as a way of improving their business, of actually boosting their profits. And once you see that business case for being more planet-friendly in your business practices, things begin to fall into place in a very, very different way. And that's what happened at Walmart and a number of other businesses that are following their lead.
You know, the thing is, economists have been saying for many, many years, many economists have been saying for many years that there were profits to be had by approaching a company through the lens of sustainability. Why is it that H. Lee Scott was ready to listen right then?
Well, it goes back to 2004, and there had been a drumbeat of headlines, very negative ones, about various aspects of Walmart's business and its impact on the world. There were sweatshop scandals and environmental problems and labor problems, medical care issues with employees not getting sufficient coverage and relying on public support. And basically the internal studies of at the company were showing as many as 8% of their customers were going to shop elsewhere because they were so concerned about this evil empire reputation. And 8% of you know, what was then 140 million customers a year is a lot of lost business. So they began looking for a way to improve their reputation, and in an act of very fortuitous timing, Lee Scott met with Jib Ellison, this river guide, who has a very unique way of getting through to busy CEOs with a very down-to-earth green message.
Because we don't have too much time before the break, but I give some of the examples that you set out in your book, which are quite eye-opening, and it's all about the bottom line. I mean, one of the first things they did was to cut 2 inches off the packaging for a toy truck, which you say it saved 4,000 trees. It also saved $2.4 million. Another example you gave was they decided to only sell concentrated laundry detergent, which, let's talk about the savings involved with that decision versus selling those gallon-sized mugs.
Well, you know, we're trained as consumers, bigger is better, but it turned out all you're buying is more water and more plastic when you get those big jugs of detergent. So the Walmart asked for these smaller bottles, and because they sell so much detergent, it transforms the whole industry, and it became the industry standard to have these more concentrated bottles, and of course fewer trucks, less fossil fuel use, less energy, less water, and the savings are in the hundreds of millions of dollars, and very good for the planet as well.
All right, Ed, I wish we had more time. We do have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Ed Humes. You should take a look at his book. It is chock full of very eye-opening details on Walmart and their approach to sustainability and how much it's actually saved them. The book is Force of Nature, the unlikely story of Walmart's green revolution.